Cleetus McFarland's NASCAR return just turned into something nobody expected. He is not only racing at Michigan, he is also giving the command to start the same race. That means one of YouTube's biggest car stars is now standing in the middle of NASCAR's strangest spotlight. Cleetus McFarland was already bringing attention back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series at Michigan. His name alone does that. He is one of the biggest car creators on YouTube, with more than 4.75 million followers watching his builds, crashes, burnouts, drag racing, and Wild Freedom Factory events. When he enters a NASCAR race, it is never just another entry on a list. But Michigan made this return much bigger. Cleetus is not only driving the number 4 Niece Motorsports Chevrolet Silverado, he is also serving as Grand Marshal for the DQS Solutions and Staffing 250. That means he will give the famous command before the engines fire. Then, after helping start the show, he will climb into the truck and become part of the race himself. That is not normal. Most Grand Marshals wave, smile, say the command, and watch the race from a safe place. Cleetus is doing that, then stepping into the chaos. He is crossing the line between entertainer and driver in front of the same crowd on the same day at one of NASCAR's fastest tracks. That is why this story hits so hard. It is not just a comeback. It is a NASCAR experiment with cameras everywhere, fans waiting for drama, and a driver trying to prove he belongs while the spotlight gets even brighter. Cleetus is not a normal rookie. He did not come through NASCAR the clean, quiet way. He came through the internet. He built a giant audience by making motorsports feel loud, fun, and easy to love. His fans do not just watch him race. They follow the whole ride. That helps NASCAR. The sport wants younger viewers. It wants digital energy. It wants people who may not watch every truck race, but will tune in because Cleetus is there. He brings his own crowd with him, and that crowd can turn a regular weekend into a bigger story. But that same power creates pressure. When a creator races, every move gets judged twice. Traditional fans ask if he is serious enough. His own fans ask if he can shock everyone. NASCAR fans who respect the grind want to see skill, not just fame. That means Cleetus cannot hide behind the show. Michigan will test that. This is not a small local track. It is a wide, fast 2-mile speedway where air matters, timing matters, and small mistakes can get ugly. The trucks can draft, move, slide, and pack up fast. A driver has to feel the air, protect the truck, and make smart choices at high speed. So yes, Cleetus brings entertainment. But once the green flag red drops, entertainment does not keep the truck straight. Driving does. Michigan International Speedway is not the kind of track that gives new drivers much peace. The place is fast. The corners are wide, but that does not mean they are easy. Drivers can run different lanes, but they have to understand how the truck reacts on traffic. Clean air can make a truck feel strong. Dirty air can make it feel nervous. That is where the challenge starts for Cleetus. He has raced many kinds of cars, and he has real seat time in serious machines. But NASCAR truck racing is its own thing. The weight, the body, the draft, the pit stops, the restarts, and the racecraft are different. A driver can be brave and still need time to learn. Michigan also has a history of wild Truck Series races. Restarts can get messy fast. Drivers fan out. Some push hard because track position matters. Others save tires and wait for the long run. If cautions come late, the whole race can flip in seconds. That is the danger for Cleetus. He does not need to win to make this return a success, but he does need to survive the moments that separate real racers from social media hype. If he keeps the truck clean, learns in traffic, and finishes with respect, people will notice. If he gets caught in chaos, critics will get loud fast. At Michigan, the track does not care how many followers you have. The good news for Cleetus is that he is not showing up alone. Niece Motorsports gives him a real race team, real equipment, and a real chance to learn inside the NASCAR system. The number 4 Chevrolet Silverado RST will carry support from Circle B Motorsports auctions and comprehensive logistics, with a stars and stripes look and a screaming bald eagle on the sides. That paint scheme fits Cleetus perfectly. It is loud, simple, and built for attention. But underneath the look, this is still a race truck that must make speed. The team has to give him balance. He has to give the team clean feedback. The spotter has to guide him through traffic. The crew has to keep the race calm when things start moving fast. That is the part casual fans may miss. NASCAR is not just a driver turning left. It is a team trying to make hundreds of tiny decisions before the truck ever crosses the finish line. One bad pit stop can ruin the day. One bad restart can end it. One wrong lane can cost 10 spots. For Cleetus, this is where the NASCAR lesson gets real. He already knows how to put on a show. Now he has to work like a driver inside a professional weekend. That means practice, qualifying, meetings, notes, patience, and listening when the race gets uncomfortable. The crowd may come for the character, but the garage will judge the racer. The Grand Marshal announcement made this return feel almost strange. Cleetus will be the voice that tells the drivers to start their engines. Then he will become one of the drivers trying to beat them. That is why the title fits. It turned into chaos before the green flag. Not bad chaos, but attention chaos. Media will want him. Fans will want photos. Cameras will follow his command. Then the story will quickly shift from the microphone to the steering wheel. That is a lot to handle. A normal driver can lock in and focus on the race. Cleetus will have extra duties before he even straps in. He must be the showman, then switch into racer mode. That is not easy. NASCAR may look loud from the outside, but inside the truck, calm matters. If he lets us the moment get too big, the race can get away from him early. If he handles it right, it could become one of the smartest crossover moments NASCAR has had in years. Fans get the personality. The series gets attention. The race gets a bigger audience. And Cleetus gets a chance to show he is not just there for the command. That is the real challenge. Anyone can make noise before a race. The hard part is still being respected after it. This story should be exciting, but it should not be sold as if Cleetus is suddenly a NASCAR title threat. That would be fake. He is still learning this level of racing. He has speed, courage, and a huge fan base, but the Truck Series is full of drivers who have spent years fighting for every inch. NASCAR has been careful with Cleetus. Earlier in the year, he was not cleared for every race he wanted. Super speedways are serious, and NASCAR wants drivers to gain experience before being thrown into dangerous situations. It means they understand the risk. Cleetus must deal with a hard truth. Some in the garage will always doubt a YouTuber until he proves it on track. Racing is about proof. Fame opens the door, but it cannot drive the truck through traffic. Yet, it would be wrong to dismiss him as just an influencer. He has built real motorsports experience, run serious events, and put time and money into racing. He is not treating this like a joke. Michigan is about seeing how far he has come. NASCAR lives between sport and show. The racing must be real, but personalities make fans care. Cleetus brings personality and audience connection in a way few new drivers can. Since motorsports fights for attention every week, a driver like Cleetus can pull people into a race they might have skipped.